Hey everybody, we are here at Sheepskin Loft and I am not sure exactly what we're going to be doing, but I am excited nevertheless, so come join us.
Hey everyone, here we are today at Sheepskin Loft and we're sitting down with the owner and manager Colena as well as the marketing manager Kaleen. How are you guys doing today?
Good morning. Good, thank you.
Awesome.
And you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited.
Yeah.
So we'll just start off with you both telling us a bit about yourselves.
Okay, my name's Colena, and I have been selling sheepskin products for quite a number of years, and I love what I do, and I'm so glad that somebody wants to come and kind of see what we have here. So thank you. Yeah.
So my name is Kaleen and I'm Colena's daughter. I've been working full-time at the store for 7 years. So I do all the marketing and the website here at the store.
And have you both lived in Lloydminster your whole lives?
Well, I actually have lived in Lloydminster since 1971, so it's been like a lot of decades. I started sheepskin in 1994, so we're going on our 30th year. So it's evolved through that time, and it's a fun business, and it's a beneficial business, and I'm, always trying to find new things to sell and try and just enjoy what I do.
What was the inspiration behind opening Sheepskin?
So way back in the early 90s, I feel like an old lady or whatever, talking about the 1900s. But my auntie had a store in Colena. And it was more of a custom store, so she would make like things out of sheepskin and do seat covers and stuff. And so she was kind of always after me to do a kiosk in Lloydminster. And so in 1994 I tried it, and it went really well. So we were just a seasonal store for 11 years. So every year we would go into the mall and set up a nice big kiosk. Well, it wasn't actually big, not like the store is now. But so we did that seasonally for 11 years. And then we moved out to the country, and we actually built a big garage, 2.5-car garage, and put a loft on top of it, and that's where the name Sheepskin Loft came from and stuff. So we did that for 6 years and kind of took it to the highest level I think that we could. It was a really fun way to sell sheepskin, but this opportunity came for us to open a store in Lloydminster. So now it's been 14 years, and last year we did an expansion, so it's evolved really nicely. So we have, it's a fun place to work. And
What was the process like between starting off as a seasonal kiosk to now having a full-on large store space?
Yeah, well, the kiosk was, because it was around Christmas time, we had lots of like walk-by traffic, and it was very busy, very paced, really fast. And when we moved to the country, it was more like you're in nature. People had to take the time to drive out to the place and then spend time, shopping, and then so it was a neat experience. But now it's better because people come to us, or we're here for people, and it's just changed. Sorry.
And when you came on to work alongside your mom, what kind of caused that?
So we're wanting to expand to our e-commerce store. So I was hired on to create the e-commerce store, and we launched through Shopify, and we wanted to grow our business that way, and it's done very well. We were all set up for COVID, so we were really lucky in that way that when COVID hit, our online store was already active, and we were able to continue through that time when the physical store couldn't be open. So we were ready for it.
Yeah. Well, COVID actually was a really strange time, but it seemed like it was a good thing for us because people did a lot of online shopping and stuff. And just like a lot of other places, we were closed down for 2 months. It was hard, but people supported local, and we were really, we appreciated that a lot. And we try to, our customer service is an old-fashioned kind of feel, and that's what we're proud of, is we want to help people, and sheepskin products really are beneficial for people, right? People that are in wheelchairs, people that are bedridden, sheepskin is breathable, so it's something that helps, and it's fun to sell something that people actually benefit from, and then we've kind of branched out to different products and stuff too, but we're trying to go natural, and we're trying to support like local Canadian products, and just have like a nice selection from everybody from tiny little babies all the way up to what ladies like me. Yeah.
Speaking a bit of the benefits of sheepskin, I know you mentioned it was your aunt that had a store out in Colena.
Yeah.
Was that how you found out about the benefits of sheepskin, or was it something else that kind of educated you on the subject?
Well, I learned as I went along, and the big thing that sold lots in the kiosks were slippers. That's kind of what really started our business, and so we now have a whole wall full of different kinds of slippers. So if you're looking for a slipper of any kind,
We've got a lot.
We've got a lot, a lot of choices. And we started out way before the internet, of course, and stuff, and so much has changed, and now for us to be able to get the word out that way, it's just added a whole new phase to our store, and so it's easy place to be able to look for things, and they can come in the store or we can ship to other people and stuff. So yeah.
How would you describe the store and the products here for folks who have never been?
Well, we sell a winter line, so like the mucklucks and mittens and hats and scarves and all that, but that part of it is seasonal. And then this time of year, we've got like lots of pajamas. We sell, can we say brand names?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. We just can't show their logo.
Okay, gotcha. So we sell like footwear called Vionic, and it's got built-in arch support. So it's like a wellness product, and so that's what we're trying to do here at Sheepskin, is have things that are beneficial to people, because that's how it started with sheepskin being a beneficial product. So the Vionics have a built-in arch support, and it helps people for keeping aligned and prevents and helps pain. So it's something that we really believe in, and so we go to trade shows all the time, and we're looking for things that are going to help people, and so that's a strong one for us. And like all the natural fibers, like wool, we have wool slippers, and wool is different than the sheepskin, because the sheepskin is still on the skin, where the wool is sheared off, and then people make products out of it, but it's got the same properties where it absorbs moisture so that your skin can breathe. Another product that we sell lots of is the smart wool, and smart wool is a thin merino wool, but it's very effective so that your skin can breathe, and then you don't get sores, and it keeps you cool. So what sheepskin and wool do is it lets you be cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So yeah.
So perfect. Do you both have a favorite product in store?
Oh, Kaleen, what would be your favorite
Oh,
product?
You had to narrow it down.
Well, slippers. I think my moccasins would be my favorite, because I wear them every single day, and I've been through many pairs over the years, and they're my go-to. Yeah, I always filter back to those for sure.
Yeah, I think mine would be the sheepskin itself, right? Because I have them in my truck as a car seat cover, and they look good in front of a fireplace. So that probably is my very favorite. Yeah,
I know you both wear kind of quite a few hats with all the things that you do. What would you say is the most challenging aspect of the work that you do?
being hidden in the office when I actually, now that I have an office, and I never used to have an office, I used to have a broom closet, but with our expansion, we've got an office that we get to, put our heads together and do bookwork. But it's the back office part is not my favorite part. I like to be on the floor, helping people, with people. And now that we have more space to kind of roam around it, I like to do the displays a lot too. So sometimes it's hard to be hidden in the back when I want to be out here, but just trying to find the balance and get to do both.
And both of our strengths are different. Like, I like being in the office and doing all of those things. She likes to be out with all the people and making displays, and displays are not my specialty. So we kind of complement each other that way.
Yeah.
I think my biggest challenge of my job is staying on top of the trends. Like, because I'm doing lots of marketing, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What's the trend? What's happening? Trying to stay on top of it. It's always changing. So that's the biggest challenge in my job.
Like, we just started online, like our online website 7 years ago. So much has changed in that 7 years, and it's really gone a long ways. And there's so much more to grow. Like, our business can keep growing with the way things are going. We just have to keep doing the research, and we work hard on getting it out there and doing the events for people and having sales, and it's a fun business. It really is. You get great people to work with, and great staff. We've got great staff here, and customers. Mostly everybody that comes in here is happy, so it's a fun place, and I think a lot of people come in because of that, and because they know we're friendly, we're going to help them, and it's like it's a one-stop shop. We've got, we can wrap presents, and Christmas time is fun around here. There's so much going on at Christmas time, but this is a nice, calmer time of year.
A little more chill still.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were speaking of the trends. How do you stay on top of the trends and the ins and the outs of things?
Keep checking out what everybody else is doing, to be honest. What's trending right now for sounds, for your reels, what are other people doing, really, essentially reading all your emails with the updates from the professionals as much as you can. But
right, well, when we go to the trade shows,
for product, yes,
we get
trade
a lot
shows,
of
we
really
get good ideas from them.
When you go, you buy. So you've got to be prepared when you go to these shows that you got to have a budget. But they're fun to go to because you see all the new things, and you've got a lot of choices, and it's exciting going to the shows.
We also hired a new younger person that helps us stay on top of what's on trend, because
now that she's getting older.
We're old, so we don't always know what everybody else is, they're all doing out there.
But I think we collaborate as a team too, because we ask a lot. There's 7 of us that work here, and just getting other girls spin on things, and it's a good team, And
we have a really good team.
Yeah, and we have different ages, different likes, but we all come together and we find the best way to do things, And it's nice to be able to have people that you can count on, and so great team.
Yeah, and I think that's so important, differing perspectives brought to the table, because otherwise,
Absolutely.
Individuals can get kind of trapped in this is me in my opinion, but there's so many other people out there, there's so many trends out there, there's so many ideas of things that could work, and business potentials even to grow too. So I think having a good, well-rounded team and being open-minded is incredible.
Yeah. It's
very
fun.
important,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. You were speaking of the trade shows and bringing in new products and things. What kind of goes through your mind when you're thinking of bringing in a new product or a new brand or things like that?
Well, sometimes you just know when something's going to work, and then you buy a lot.
But we want to look at what are the trends right now. What are the colors that are coming out for next year? What is it something we like? Is it something we're interested in? Because obviously, if we're not interested in it, maybe somebody else won't be either. So what does our team think about it, right?
It's good to get other people's suggestions.
Yeah, and is it beneficial? Does it work with the theme of our store? Is it going to help people? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's important to us too. Is it Canadian? is Canadian made.
We try.
We try as much as we can to bring in Canadian products.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's go Canada.
For sure, yeah. Well, pajamas have kind of evolved through the years. We would sell a lot of onesies and stuff, and now that trend is kind of, going out a bit, but we'll still keep that style because it's kind of classic and stuff. But we are known for selling a lot of family matching pajamas. So we sell the Hatley brand, and we were selling Lazy One, and then we've got nice ladies cotton, elegant nighties, and
pretty.
yeah. So lots of choices on robes and pajamas for your whole family.
Come get matching pajamas.
Yeah, get your family pajamas.
Yeah.
I don't think they're in trend anymore, but I still do love footy pajamas.
Oh,
I'm just
yes.
gonna share that with the world. Rochelle makes fun of me for it. But I think they're
cozy.
super.
Warm and
They are.
cozy,
And my
exactly.
feet always get cold. Like, they're so perfect. But
Well, we've got some slippers if you need to.
there you go. I honestly do, because now nobody makes footy pajamas.
And there you
so
go.
So you
I'm gonna
need
get some
slippers.
Yeah, now
slippers.
you need slippers.
Right?
So get your pajamas here, get your slippers here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cute things here. T-shirts, vests. I'm like looking at everything. We'll show you as well. It'll be in the video. But
Well, from tiny little bit. Like, it's nice to get something unique, something that's usable, right? Practical gifts. And that we do sell a lot of baby stuff because people, what do you get a baby nowadays? And so they come in here and they find something different and unique. It's not the same thing. So, it's lots of fresh, easy ideas, and they get lots of help. So, yeah.
and that's so important too, being able to walk into a space and get support from those that are working there when you maybe don't know which direction you should be going in or don't know exactly what you're looking for. Because sometimes it can be overwhelming to go into a store and be like, I have no idea what I need. I just know I need something for a small child. Like
we get a lot of local people coming in, but we also this time of year, like it's July, so we get lots of the tourists coming in and stuff. So you get people that are from just passing through, and that's great, right? Because then you're getting new interests, and then we can let people know that they can shop online even if they didn't buy what they wanted, and they go online and they're like, yeah, we'll ship anywhere, and so it's like building our clientele, and we do for the locals. We do have a loyalty program, so they get points, and then they turn the points into gift cards and stuff. So just giving back to people that support our little business, and we're a little small store, but we're growing.
yeah, especially with that online store too, because for folks watching in different parts of the province or in another province, like you said, you can go online and be a part of the community without actually ever having to leave your home. But who knows, maybe one day you'd make it out to Lloydminster, because it's really nice here. I really like
Border
Lloydminster.
city.
Yeah, I thought that was so interesting when we learned that it's right on the border, because I didn't know you could do that. Like, obviously you can do whatever you want as a country and decide where the provinces are, but it's just, I don't know, interesting,
Yeah.
that idea. But the community here is really great. So it's
We have a
nice.
great community. We
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, it's a nice size. Lloydminster's a nice size. Like, we've got over 32,000 people here, but we have the variety, but it's not. We don't have we're not overpopulated, But you have the choice. And sorry.
Aside from, the store here, do you have other local favorite spots to go to?
In Lloydminster,
Yes.
as far as stores and stuff go.
Yeah, like stores or cafes or a restaurant that you love.
Well, Lloydminster has a lot of different restaurants now, and there are a lot of really good local restaurants. Mr. Bill's is a good one. Spiro's is a good one. East Market Noodle House
I was going
is
to
a
say
good
East
one.
Market Noodle House is my favorite.
Yeah, it's downtown. It's on 49th. It is really good. So you'll have to check out some of those places.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sent a million emails to everyone, so
Yeah.
we'll check them out for sure.
Right on. Yeah.
Coming back more to the store, how is it working, like mother and daughter? How would you say it is working together? If that's an okay question to ask.
It's good. No,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Now that we have an office, yeah.
We're a really good team, I think. We work
Yeah.
really well together and we complement each other. Like I said before, like I like doing the back office stuff and doing all the behind the scenes, and she's really good with being out front and helping the customers, and that's where she thrives for sure. With
Well, I
helping people.
made sure that she had a bigger desk so that she can do more work.
Yeah, my
so.
desk
Nice.
is full of paperwork, always, and her desk is smaller and always clean.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. That's
Crazy.
Good
Yeah.
planning, right?
Yeah. That's why you're the owner. What would you say is the most rewarding part of the work that you both do?
Well, when events really take off, like during COVID time, it was really hard because we did one trade show where we actually weren't going to buy. We go and sell, and it's called Christmas Preview in Lloydminster. Great trade show. If you want to come to a trade show, that's a really good one. And we did it for years and years. And then during COVID, they didn't have it, right? And so we had to come up with another plan to be able to, take that time to be able to sell our stuff. So we decided to have a parking lot party, and it worked really, really good. So take all our sales stuff outside and had a big, wing ding. And this year we're going to have a food truck and maybe some music. And people they come and look and see what we have and have some fun. So we decided that would, help us through the trade show that we used to go to. And it worked great, and it's fun, and people look forward to it. So I think this is our third annual year that we've done it, and it brings community together.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
My most rewarding of my job, I think, is when I'm out in the community and someone's like, "Hey, my husband bought me this from your store and I love it. He said you helped me pick it or helped him pick it out." I love that. It's fun.
That's rewarding.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah, building that community and
Right.
getting feedback and seeing that all the work that happens, because no one sees all the behind the scenes stuff. No one sees the desk
Exactly.
of paperwork and things of happening and setting up the displays and all that. But they enjoy those moments, and then they're able to share them, and then you get to hear about them.
I
which
love
is
that.
So
Yeah,
cute.
there's a lot of stories, the guys that come in around Christmas time that help me.
Something.
No problem.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Give me your list. We'll find everything you need on it.
Yeah,
And
we
we'll
do.
wrap it up for you. And the guys are grateful. So it's their go-to store every
Yeah.
year. These guys keep coming back, and people come in and they'll buy stuff, and we're like, "You've got like 700 points," and they're like, "Well, what does that mean?" "Well, you get $50 off today," and so people get excited about that, right?
do.
So it's nice to put smiles on people's faces, and yeah, that's a fun part.
Where do you hope to see Sheepskin Loft in, say, 5 years?
Well, double the space. We'll go up. No, like we used to. Our store was 2,800 square feet, and then last June we expanded to 4,200 square feet, and so that was a big step for us. And now we just want to make it really strong in what we sell, and I would like to see the online store expand more. And we're both kind of working towards that. And now that we've got an office, we have, a space to really start doing the planning. And let's just probably keep hiring people that are good in their fields and grow it together. Yeah.
Did you want to add anything?
No, I think she covered it.
And if you could pack up Sheepskin Loft and take it anywhere in the world, where would you want to take it and open one?
Mexico. No, Mexico would
I
not
said somewhere
work.
colder because
Yukon
we
or something.
we do sell a lot of products that help with keep you warm.
Yeah.
So I said maybe somewhere
Antarctica.
warm. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. That might
maybe
be too
not
cold.
Antarctica. Maybe like the Yukon or something.
Nice.
But then at the same time, I'm like, would I want to live in the Yukon?
This is fair.
Maybe
So,
not.
yeah,
Hire
I don't
someone. Well, we sell a lot of furs and stuff too, like Canadian made furs. And like there's mitts up there, and so like fox and raccoon and coyote, and these are all Canadian furs and stuff. So I love Canada. I actually love Canada. I think it would be nice to live anywhere cold in Canada to sell sheepskin. But where we are now is fine.
I think it's perfect here, actually. We've
Yeah.
got a nice balance of it's cold in the winter, but it's nice in the summer, and we've got these beautiful Saskatchewan lakes around us. So
Yeah.
It's been beautiful the past couple days we've been here. Like,
we finally got summer.
oh, okay. Because I was like in Edmonton, it was like up and down, like rain, like all this
Yes.
stuff. And
We're in
then
a
we
heat
came
wave.
here. Yeah, we came here and it's like, wow, I can like take my jacket off. Crazy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And then last question, it doesn't have to be specific to the business or anything like that, but what would you both say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
You know, the best advice I've ever heard is to listen to people, to really listen to what people are asking you, and then, you know, react from there, you know. But a good listener always seems to make friends faster.
That's really good advice. I always think about that because I went to film school for acting for a while, and they would always speak about the importance of listening, and we did an exercise where you had to listen to someone and repeat back exactly what they had just said to you, which is a very hard
It's harder than
activity
you
when
think,
you,
actually, yeah.
when your mind is just jumping to the next thing and you're not actually listening
You're
to the
not
person.
hearing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
hearing.
You
and
learn
not
that with
listening.
age. That's gray hair works.
It's all the knowledge that you gained.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My best advice, listen to your mom.
Good one.
There we go. We got it on
There you
camera
go.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just
We
cut
got
this little clip out and
evidence.
send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah, good.
Good one.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for sitting down with me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, and we are still here at Sheepskin Loft, and we're speaking with Patricia, one of the employees.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for TELUS and StoryHive and you and the little crew you got for giving us an opportunity like this.
Of
It's an honor,
Thank
really.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you for taking the time to sit down and chat with us. We really appreciate it.
I was on schedule. Had to show up today.
You showed up and they're like, you're going on camera. And
No,
you're like,
I knew
"All
yesterday.
right."
They gave me a little time to prep.
There you
That's
go.
why I have notes.
Well, so we'll start with you just telling us a bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I was raised on a farm almost 8 hours from here, out Stockholm, Saskatchewan area. So from Yorkton south.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the oldest of 7, so I had lots of responsibilities and pressures, that kind of stuff. But it was a good life on a farm. We had horses and lots of other animals, huge garden, all of that. I had the opportunity to actually go to broadcasting school in Saskatoon in 1991. So that's a while ago. It was WABC, Western Academy Broadcasting College. And then I worked sort of like you. I did radio for 3 years, and then I did local cable TV for 4 years. So I interviewed people. I wasn't on this side, but I loved it, and it was challenging but rewarding. You really developed, like you said earlier, listening skills, and promoted lots of local activities because it was just a small city. And then I got married later in life to Reg, is my husband. He's from Priestville on the other side of Yorkton. We were set up on a blind date. And it worked. Yeah. So once we got married in Yorkton, then I moved here and I knew no one, no one. So between making friends at church and Christian Women's Club used to be in an association back then. Got to know lots of people. Anyway, he works at Synovus Energy and he has a sense of humor. So that kind of helps with a little bit more of my seriousness. So that part's good. Our mothers are still alive. Our fathers are both in heaven. I have a youngest brother in heaven. So, yeah, but they live far from us. Our mothers live far. But my mom's in a care home. Reg's mom is still in her own house. But it's nice to go visit, make family priority.
Yeah.
And we don't have any children, so we get to fuss over nieces and nephews or single moms that come into our life and all of that. So it's a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have to deal with kids all the time. You know what I mean? You get the fun parts of it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yes.
So what was the cause of the switch from broadcasting to working here?
That's a good question. Well, the long hours. Because when I was in Yorkton, I was single and I worked long, long hours. And once I got married, I'm like, I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I did retail. and then came over here in October. Actually, it's almost 11 years. October 17th will be 11 years.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
And how are
Yes.
you liking the Lloydminster, or how did you like the Lloydminster community, and to now, how have you liked it?
Good. It helps that Colleen is cheerful. You know, we've all had bosses that maybe weren't. Maybe they were hard to please and so on. And so that atmosphere is not a show, it's for real. So that's nice. I appreciate that. And the staff that's here have been here a long time, usually. We have some newer ones. But because she started the company, there's a personal investment. So a lot of people know her, know us. I'm out and about, and I recognize a lot of people because they're customers from here. Or they recognize me because I work here. So it is kind of nice because we're not really that big of a city in a way. Yeah.
And how long have you been working here?
Oh, yeah, October 17th will be 11 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. So it's 11 years that you've been working here. My
yeah.
bad. I thought it was
That's
like
okay.
11 years since you'd lived here.
No,
Sorry,
11 years
I
since I've been
misunderstood
working
that.
here, yeah. I enjoy promoting the high quality products and unique things and brands. Like we're really getting to be known as a brand store, you know, with Manitoba, Laurentian Chief, and Smart Wool, and all the sheepskin products. There's Adrian Kliss, maybe we can chat about that later. It's leather, bison leather wallets and purses. So another Canadian company.
How would you describe the store for folks who maybe haven't been here?
So long-standing in the community, which is nice. Like Colena mentioned, started in 1994. I like that longevity, and people have we've earned their trust because we're honest and we don't push anyone to purchase anything. We more so educate people about the features of a product, the benefits of a product, and they may not be a customer today, but they'll remember, oh, they were helpful, they were not pushy, and they come back. They spread the word.
Do you have a favorite brand here?
I would say definitely the Vionic. Actually, I had a pair of lace-up walking shoes a year before I started working here, and really enjoyed the benefits of them, and like Colena was mentioning earlier, the pain relief and structural support and so on. And so when she wanted to carry a line of footwear, I said, how about Vionic? She'd never heard of them. So it was up to me to kind of pursue how we were going to get this in the store, contact person out of Vancouver, and then decided in order for it to be successful, we really needed to spread the word. So I went to different chiropractors and foot doctors and did little presentations in the city. And actually, this is a great time for me to say a sincere thank you, because a lot of professionals have sent us people. I kind of made a list, like people like chiropractors, foot doctors, massage therapists, physiotherapists, hairdressers, nurses, doctors, school teachers, and so many others have purchased products, had a good experience, and came back and bought more, or else sent us people. So that's why we can carry so many, because the positive feedback. So that's been very rewarding to carry the Vionic brand.
And I think it's amazing too, hearing you talk about the amount of work that went into carrying this brand. It wasn't just like, I like these shoes, we should get them. It was, you know, having to contact a person, having to go to people and kind of pursue that on behalf of the store in order to make sure it was a good fit, because that shows that you're putting in that effort for the guests and the customers coming through the door.
Well, we want them to experience the benefit of, I mean, you can look around, and as the young lady was taking B-roll footage, you can look around and see so many products that are high quality. Yes, they're a little more expensive, but you get the quality, and then it lasts, and you actually get the benefits.
Yeah, and then you don't have to continue to buy the same thing over again for a cheaper price and end up paying kind of even more money.
Yes, because actually Vionics were designed by a foot doctor in Australia in 1979.
Wow.
So most of the time sandals or flip-flops specifically are flat. Well, these have the arch and the dipped heel cups, so alignment, structural support, and your toes don't have to do the work to keep them on. So all of these things add up to people having relief from foot pain. And then when they get a massage treatment or they get a physio appointment, they then can do their own effort at taking care of their muscles, and so many little bones, so many bones in our feet and so on. Just the benefit between the treatment and then the product that addresses that for alignment.
Is there any, or sorry, not is, are there any hidden gems or unique items in store that you really like?
Well, I guess earlier when I mentioned Adrian Kliss, they're out of Sundre, Alberta, and we've been carrying more every year. We haven't had them that long, maybe I think a year, a little over a year, but they're bison leather. So it gets smoother and smoother. It looks distressed initially, but then the leather just gets smoother and kind of has almost a sheen to it. And it's surprising how many guys will come in here and pull out their wallet and it's an Adrian Kliss, and I'm like,
wow.
they bought it years and years ago, and it looks fabulous. So that's exciting for us.
Yeah, that's so cool. Especially because wallets, you know, they're something you're using every single day.
That's
so it's
right.
like you want to preserve them and keep them looking nice.
That's right, yeah.
How often would you say you bring in new products?
That's more for Colena and Kaleen that kind of make those decisions. Us girls, like in my case with the Vionic, that's over 10 years ago. I encouraged her to carry them.
Gotcha.
So that's been quite a while and rewarding. But we may see something somewhere and then say, well, what about this or what about that? And it's more their decision, but they like our input. So that's why it's a team effort.
Yeah, which is really great to hear and kind of get to see that dynamic as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you walk us through a typical day of working?
Well, you might think this is unique, but I pray first at home and I ask God to bless the day, because some people come here that have had bad news or they have serious pain in their body and they're coming here to escape something. Shopping, what do they call it? Shopping therapy or something like that?
Retail therapy.
Retail therapy, that's it. And so we just want to be a very welcoming environment, friendly, caring, listen well. So pray about the day first. And it's unique how God lines up sometimes the right customer with the right salesperson. And all of a sudden, we might have a fabulous conversation with someone. They may even cry about something that they recently went through, especially when they're buying maybe a medical, like a sheepskin for a loved one that's in a care home. That's emotional. And I mean, I'm going through that with my mom, so it's personal that way. So we're trying to serve people by going above. And if they're here for 20 minutes, great. Just talk to us if you want to talk, or look around. Some people are in a hurry, you know, then you serve them different. But just to try and meet needs that way, not just with the quality product, but with our care, being caring. Yeah, because some of the girls here went actually to some of the local care homes and nursing homes and so on, and took brochures in about our sheepskin and the benefits of it. It's education too, chance to educate maybe the nursing students that work there, that are just maybe have summer jobs and so on, or actually someone in administration, and I see the brochures there if I visit someone in a care home. So I think that's so important, because right from babies to seniors can benefit from our products.
Did you know about the benefits? Did you know about the benefits of sheepskin prior to working here, or was that something that you got to learn about when?
I think you'll believe me when you see that. I did some notes for this. I did some homework before I applied here. So yeah, I knew a bit about it. But I mean, once you actually use it yourself or talk to people who have used it, then you always learn more. But yeah, I knew a little bit because I wanted to be ready for the interview.
Good call, yeah. Do your homework,
Yes.
as they say. And you were speaking before about kind of that customer care and going above and beyond for customers. Is taking that time with them how you would say that you ensure that they leave happy and kind of satisfied with the service?
I would say so. Like, we make so many different things a priority, you know, like Kaleen mentioned about online. So us girls on the floor, we process those orders, and the phone messages, we help take care of who needs to talk to whomever. And so there are different, and displays and merchandising. But as far as taking time, yeah, you stop and start a lot sometimes during a day, especially when we get a lot of new stock in as the seasons change. You stop and start what you're doing and try to really listen to people. And we always encourage people to consider layaway if they find like some of our products, yeah, a little pricier, but that's because they're higher quality. Well, that layaway option is there year round. So besides that, then the points program, which a lot of stores do not have, and ours is generous because ours is you earn 1 point per dollar on regular price items, and once you're at 500, you get $50 off your next regular price purchase. So it's like 10% off later on, and most people are quite impressed with that, and some people are so excited about it that they know when they're at 500, they're coming in here, they're buying something for themselves, and they know they're getting $50 off. So it's
They're like, I made money. It's grown today.
well, we know that that has really been beneficial to just step out and be different than some other stores because we're not a chain store. So as independent, we can make these decisions to set up a program like that and really ensure that people are excited about shopping here. And what I find one of the probably the most rewarding is when customers come in first time in here because a family member or friend has said, you got to check that place out. So then I know we've done our job because the word is spreading. That's word of mouth's best advertising. So they're coming in because someone that has influenced them to come and check out the store.
And sorry, you'd mentioned the layaway program. Are you able to speak a bit about that? What?
Well, it's basically 10% down, or if someone wants to put more down, that's no problem. And then we just print them a receipt, so they've got a copy showing how much is still owing. It's non-refundable, of course.
Gotcha.
And then we keep the item in the back, and then they choose if they want to come in every payday to pick up something. In fact, just this morning, well, you started your interview here today, a lady came in and picked up something she put on layaway maybe 10 days ago or whatever, and she's all excited because she's working tomorrow and she's going to wear these bionic shoes at work.
Aww,
So,
that's
like
so
some people just
exciting.
think layaway is November and December, but it's not. For
Cool.
you know,
Yeah, I've never
most
heard
places
of
are
that
not,
before.
but we
Yeah.
definitely encourage people to consider that.
Yeah, that's a great option to have. And
Oh,
very,
for sure.
very inclusive for the community and for folks who maybe can't make that big purchase like you were saying all at once.
That's right. Yeah.
You were talking a lot about the rewarding parts of the work that you do, but what would you say is the most challenging?
Well, when I mentioned about us not being a chain store, it's like we want people to think about coming here, and our name doesn't really imply, well, what is that? Sheepskin. Maybe they think we only have bedding products, but we have so much, as you can tell when you look around. And the young lady was doing pictures, B-roll footage around the store, like beneficial products and family PJs and baby products, sheepskins for seniors, cotton PJs, 100% cotton. That's a big deal. We're trying to get some bamboo products in. So it's challenging to have people think, oh, they have a lot of variety. Because like I said, we're not a chain store and our name is Sheepskin Loft. So what do they think?
Yeah. But as soon as you do get
Right.
your name in kind of their ears a couple times, like you were saying, with all the people who have recommended you to other folks, I think that's, like you were saying, really exciting because then they come in and then you're like, yes, this is our store, this is what we do, this is how we can help.
Yeah, exactly.
And make
Our
that
online
impact.
presence definitely helps because that's something where people usually do their homework. They come in with their phone and they show us a picture. This is what I want. Where, and they know. And they've maybe read some of the features about the product. So then they can experience the benefit once they try it on. Footwear, I guess I'm referring to, like the sheepskin slippers or the suede or crepe sole slippers or the boots and so on with a bit of grip, and definitely the bionics, because that's something to put on and take a walk and experience that for yourself. Because a lot of footwear, like I said, is flat. And people, it affects, if your feet hurt, you think about it. If they don't hurt, you don't think about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you could take Sheepskin Loft anywhere in the world, where would you want to take it?
That's interesting. I'm not really sure, because I think because us being online, like we've shipped products to Spain even.
Oh, wow.
Like, so I sort of feel like we already are kind of
That's
having that experience of
being elsewhere.
out there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then where do you hope to see Sheepskin Loft in, say, 5 years?
Well, let's see. Maybe just having more regular customers, because that loyalty program's so good, and the first-time customers turning into bringing other people with them. We're on a great location because right off the highway, so we have lots of tourists that stop by. especially the summer. Some days that's mostly all we see is people like driving through. So I guess busier. I think because we've had cooler weather, it hasn't been as busy as some springs where, like sometimes in April and May, we sell so much sandals. But this year was less. As soon as it gets hotter, people think more of summer footwear and so on.
It seems though that the sun is coming out, so hopefully
Yeah.
the community and the folks are
Yeah.
ready for their
Yeah.
sandals and things like
Mhm.
that. Speaking though of the community, what is your favorite local Lloydminster spot?
Oh, that's fun. What would it be? Well, we have season tickets to the Vic Juba, so we go to
Oh,
quite a few concerts
nice.
there.
That's so fun.
Yes, and try to go to extra ones throughout the year, support that. We go to New Life Community Church, and in the summer they're doing outside services, so that's kind of a buzz,
Oh,
kind of a big
cool.
deal,
Yeah.
outside music and so on, and they have a play area for the children. I guess I like going to Spiro's. They have good food, and they shop here. Tina
Aw,
shops here, so it's
cute.
there again, you know, like because we're small enough, when we send people there, customers driving through the city, and they're, where should we have lunch? You know, like there's about 5 different places we suggest. Spiro's is definitely on the list because they're local. They've been here 50 years, long time, and Tina shops here. Like I said, her daughter shops here. I think we need to remember these smaller local places. Chain stores have the money to advertise and have a head office somewhere, you know, Calgary or Winnipeg or whatever, but the local people are a little more challenged to get the word out about themselves. Like we've got business cards to Willow Creek here, Olive and Birch, like we've got their cards right on our on our counter. So it's rewarding when people say, yeah, I went to this such and such store. Thanks for suggesting it. And
That's really sweet. Spiro's is right across from our hotel, so we'll
Okay.
have to go there.
Yes, go.
tonight, probably.
Absolutely.
Actually, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what would you say makes Lloydminster unique?
Well, I think because we're a border city, probably lots of people say that. Bud Miller Park, I wrote that one down. I mentioned about local independent businesses, and there's a lot of fabulous volunteers who make things happen. So, you know, that's something to appreciate. We're friends with some of the people who volunteer at the food bank in the city, so it's definitely important to donate to them. And they're based out of Salvation Army Church. Olive Tree does a good work. So I think that as busy as people are and as demanding as their schedules are, there is a certain level of care when there's a need. Because as soon as a need is mentioned, it's pretty quick that donations come in or people get part of a fundraising committee or so on. So it's nice to know that people care. Yeah.
That's really sweet. And then, sorry, I'm going to backtrack because
Okay.
I was curious, what initially got you into broadcasting?
Oh, well, I was part of Toastmasters. So that, do you know what that is?
I'm like a vaguely familiar.
Okay. Well, it's like a public speaking
Yeah.
club.
Okay.
And so you do presentations, and they even do, you'll laugh at you'll smile at this. Like if I was saying, during this conversation, they have a little squeezy toy, they beep it, and they keep a count. And at the end of the meeting, you find out how many times you said, you stumbled through something. So you get rid of that habit because you can hear almost that squeaky thing if you do
It's like
it.
PTSD in your head.
Yeah. So I like to hear people's stories. Usually I was in your chair, did a lot of interviews. And because it was radio, of course, was different than TV. Radio was a lot of, like with the music and the artists and interviewing people, like just by phone usually, and promoting local activities. But the cable TV was more like what you're doing, Bridget. And so then you get to meet people and promote what they're up to and take video footage. But back then, I'm serious, the camera I carried around was 23 pounds. I weighed it one time. So pretty hard on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, for I think it was about 2 years after I quit, my back was numb still.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, because it's so heavy to carry.
that
So when
is
I
so
look at
heavy,
your
I
little
could not.
setup, I'm like, oh, that's nothing really.
You're like, give them something
Yeah.
else. Show them what it's like.
So
Send
yeah,
them
it was
back.
pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But it was just rewarding to promote like everything from maybe like a children's Christmas school concert, right up to SJHL hockey games. We videotaped Melbourne Millionaires and Yorkton Terriers.
Wow.
And then I had volunteers with this high school come, and they got a credit for doing hours with us, and they would learn about editing. Well, we did most of the editing, but they'd learn a little bit, but also a lot about how to interview someone, how to develop those skills. And so then that gave them confidence, and maybe some of them did pursue it. But because it was a smaller city, like Yorkton was smaller, of course, then, you really got to work with the high schools, the high school teachers, a lot of local organizations like Rotary Club and Lions, a lot of churches. We used to videotape worship hour at different churches and haul our equipment in there and videotape right from the singing to the preaching, all of that. So you got to meet a lot of people and get to know a lot of people. When the fair was on, it's funny, you'll smile at this, but we interviewed Jason McCoy and Doc Walker before they got famous.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but I interviewed them before they got famous, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So when they were just here at Vic Juba, I don't know, like 2 months ago, whatever, we made sure we went to the concert.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, I've met them.
Full circle moment.
Yes,
yeah,
it was fun.
exactly.
It was
like
fun.
I met you before all of that.
Right.
That's
So,
crazy.
and then, you know, a lot of people go to a lot of work to promote their activity. So you got to have that enjoyment of helping them, you know, ask them the questions and put the graphics on the screen so it rolled through and promote what was coming up. Local sports, local concert, the fair. I gotta think. Award shows, all sorts of things.
Is there one event or memorable moment, I guess, from that time of your
Gosh,
life?
that's a good question. That wasn't on my prep sheet.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Probably a cumulative in regards to the fact that we helped a lot of young, like high school students, you know, like 14, 15, 16 years old, get some confidence built. Because they'd come in so shy and they were nervous to touch anything. All these cameras and cables and tripods and microphones and interviews that they were kind of sent to go and prep for, and then but you would see their calmness come and their confidence come, and some of them did pursue media, so that was exciting.
Yeah, having that impact.
Because sometimes it was the kids that would come, I should say teenagers. The teenagers that would come to us interested would not be the sports children. So they were kind of pushed away from, you know, they didn't have that in-group. And so they found some confidence by hanging out with us and learning and getting their name up on the screen that they were part of the programming, and that was very rewarding, all these young teenagers that we got to invest in.
And then last question, it doesn't have to be specific to like broadcasting or the work here at the store, but what would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Well, I think like the Golden Rule. There used to be a Christian bookstore in Yorkton called the Golden Rule. So treat others the way you want to be treated is a big part of it. Being a good listener, be patient with people. Everyone's growing and has their own challenges, and you never know how many stresses they're facing, or maybe they got some bad news. Just be kind. And I really think it's important to notice something you like about people. Like when you talk to them, compliment them. Sincere compliments go a long way. It kind of just brings the level down of maybe tension. If they're like, have had bad news, a compliment always calms people and makes them feel like you really care, you notice something about them. And to be consistent, like my hairdresser's from Little Pine, and lots of friends I have are from Onion Lake, and they've come in here and said, your store has a great reputation. I'm like, you have to earn that by consistent service, by being sweet and kind and caring and helpful, not pushy. And just because if they're not a customer today doesn't mean they won't come back another day, but it's how you make them feel about themselves. Yeah, and I really think, like, I notice people's footwear, of course, because we sell a lot of footwear. And if you compliment that, right away they think, oh, I made a good choice.
Yeah.
So then they might want to listen to the choices we suggest. Because we're here to help, of course.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sitting down with me.
Thanks, Bridget.
Welcome to the wonderful world of sheepskin. So sheepskin is very beneficial, and this is kind of where it all started. And so I wanted to show you what we have for sizes and stuff. So these sheepskins here are really perfect pads to be able to sit on, like on a chair, in your vehicle, tractor, quad. They're just really cozy to sit on, and they give you cushion, and they're breathable. All our sheepskins are washable as well. And then you get colorful ones that are a full sheepskin. So you can put them as an accent, or you can lay on them, or in front of your fireplace. So sheepskins are great. So we've got lots of different kinds of styles or sizes. So this is the double sheepskin. And so then that could fit on a recliner, or it can go on the floor in front of a fireplace too, or anywhere you want to. And then we got quattros too. We've got medical sheepskin. We've got a whole medical line of sheepskin that are really great. And footwear on this side too. And steering wheel covers, seatbelt straps. So many nice, soft, wonderful sheepskins. What we kind of started with is selling lots of like slippers in our kiosks and stuff years ago. And who doesn't need a new pair of slippers for Christmas? But we do sell them year round. And so we've got lots of men's choices. We've got these nice cozy ones. They're called the Melvin. So they're all sheepskin. They kind of look like a pancake slipper. And they're really cozy. So we've got those in men's and ladies. And another popular style that we sell lots of too is like the scuff. So they're a nice sheepskin slipper too, just easy to slip on. And your feet stay nice and cool in the summer or warm in the winter. And then we do like the moccasin, traditional moccasins as well for men and lady and kids too. We have little kids ones too. So, and they stretch, so you're supposed to go down a size. And then we have like the moose hide. So a lot of Canadian brands here. And so there's lots of choices with cozy fur sheepskin slippers or leather slippers. So there's lots to try on and lots to see. So these are deerskin. They look like little ballet slippers, and they're just soft and buttery when you put them on your feet. Good to travel with. So they come in a lot of different colors. Same thing, you want to get these a size smaller because they stretch a lot, but they feel really good on. And they don't take much space in your suitcase. And so we also have an opposite style. So they're the sheepskin ones, and they roll up. They're almost like a little bootie.
Ooh, that's very cool.
Yeah, so you can wear those when you got really cold feet in the winter time. And then we have lots of different colors of moccasins for ladies, and they're all sheepskin lined. So they've got the rabbit on the outside, the rabbit trim, and the beadwork, and then they have the different colors, and they're cozy sheepskin slippers. Here's one of our main features that we have here, this sock wall that's really cool. So it moves back and forth, so you get lots of choices. So men's on one side, ladies on the other, merino socks, warm for you. Over on this side, we've got lots of choices of different unique things. We sell these coffee mugs that are amazing, and tote bags and little journals, and they're like all inspired by artists and stuff. The pajamas are over on this side here, so we've got lots of nighties for women and stuff. So we've got the longer ones, short nighties, cozy blankets, and lots of robes. Over here, we sell warm wool sweaters for men and women. So it's like natural, raw wool sweaters, and they are cozy and breathable. We also sell 2 brands of mucklucks that really keep your feet warm. They're like a boot, and they mold to your foot. So Laurentian Chief is one, which is a Canadian brand in Montreal. So we sell short, tall, mid-size, all different colors of mucklucks, as well as the Manitoba brand too. And this is the Bloom, and it's got really nice beadwork on it, and they're so cozy and soft and warm for winter. These Vionics are called the Valencia, and they come in 3 colors, beautiful buttery leather, And they're nice with a dress or pants for some kind of a snazzy wedding that you're going to. But they all have art support, and who doesn't want style with pain-free art support? This line of dresses, they're called the April Cornell brand, and they all have pockets, and they're beautiful cotton, Canadian-made, Canadian designer. And the porch dress is a little bit different colors, and it's got a tie on the back, but all cotton, cool cotton. The aqua blues, floral, so many options.
Hi everyone, we just finished up at Sheepskin Loft. Everyone is so nice.
So
Genuinely,
nice.
like, start off talking about the people. They were literally the sweetest people ever. Genuinely, they are not one of those like places where they're just trying to sell you something. They actually care about their customers and like want you to have the best experience with whatever items you're looking at and whatever items you buy. Yeah, they're just amazing. All the products that they have are outstanding. Like all of like the benefits that they have, which I didn't really realize that like clothing could have benefits like that, or like sheepskin. So we definitely learned a lot, or I learned a lot. I don't know about them, but yeah, it was great.
Yeah, everyone was so nice, like Rochelle said, and really value the quality of the product and the service that they're giving to everyone, which I think is super sweet. And they really take time, which I really appreciate. They sat down and had conversations with us, and it just really goes to show the time that they're willing to put in for other people and make sure that everyone has a good experience. So it was really touching to see.
Yeah, they carefully like curate all the brands and stuff that they sell, and are making sure that these are the most beneficial, like they were saying, for their customers, etc. But everything is and they also are supporting local and Canadian owned brands as well to sell to other locally owned people here.
So yeah, check them out in store in Lloydminster or online at sheepskinloft.com? ?
Yes.
Perfect. There you go. Check them out.